When did this real bonding with India happen? You know, initial days she wanted to be away from public life. We also have seen Rajiv Gandhi keeping away from public life, but then they came into, and she accompanied Rajiv Gandhi every part of the country. Rajiv Gandhi went. So, do you feel it was during those years? When did this real sense of bonding, happen?
Well, when you're in private life, you don't have very strong feelings. At least, you don't have very visible and very tangible feelings of being associated with a country, with a nation, with people. You have links around yourself: family, friends, places where you like, places that you visit, photographs, memories. But it's the moment when you get involved in the public realm. It may be something deliberate, it may be something accidental, it may be something coincidental, it may be something somebody else has worked out for you. But the moment you get involved in public realm, I think something triggers in your personality, and you begin to look at levels of involvement in the world around you that you wouldn't have otherwise in private life. The passion, the sense of belonging, the sense of feeling responsible, of feeling involved in what is happening in the larger world around you, the nation. I think that triggers off somewhere. And I think that is the moment in which history is made. And I think it must have happened for her at some point. Clearly it's happened to her in that very tragic moment when Rajiv Ji was snatched away from us. And I'm not sure that she would have immediately understood this triggering off, because she was in mourning, she was at a loss, she was in pain. And 7 years is how she spent in that agony, alone and in isolation, because that's a pain that everybody can try to share but nobody can really share. And I think somewhere there, with the Congress party constantly knocking on her door, and the story writ large in front of her as to what could possibly happen if she didn't step in, particularly after the terrible things that happened in Ayodhya and thereafter. I think somewhere there this thing must have triggered off.
Immediately after her decision, though in very small numbers, this a dual power center now, another power center has come up, though it has not gained momentum. But do you see it gaining momentum?
Well, it'll be a new experience for many of us who have never seen a Congress president and a prime minister separately. A lot of the present generation politicians, a lot of the older generation politicians would not have forgotten that there was a duality of president and prime minister. We used to work quite wonderfully before the various splits took place, and the center of power got concentrated in the leader of the party, who would also inevitably be prime minister, because we were always in government. But I think in that sense it's a new experience and will be a new experience, and I think we will step by step provide for structures that are necessary for this new experience. And I think two very, very exceptionally gifted people at the top, Sonia Ji and Dr. Manmohan Singh. I see no reason and I see no problem about their developing those structures that will allow all of us, party functionaries, party followers and workers, to be able to function without having any discomfort about that duality, or being in any way self-conscious about that duality.